part number B here. Oh my God, can you believe it? Me old flower, me old friend here. So we've got a linear equation. How do I know that? Highest power of x and y is 1, and this fella is non-linear. So step number 1, write down the linear equation here, 5x minus y minus 13, and that's rotten. It's lovely to see this. And we've got to solve, solve for x, or we've got to solve for y. Now I'm going to solve for y because there's a minus 1y there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the minus y on the left. I'm going to take away 5x from the right, and I'm going to add 13 to the left, and I'm going to add 13 to the right as well. So again, what did I do? Left the minus y there. I took away 5x from the left, take away 5x from the right, add 13 to the left, add 13 to the right. Be careful, that's what minus y is. So I'm going to multiply by minus 1, and I get y, multiply by minus 1, I get 5x, multiply by minus 1, I get minus 13. Lovely, that's step 1. I've got y now in terms of x. So step number 2, write down the nonlinear equation. We're going to sub in here for y. So remember, we're after figuring out what y is here. We figured out y to be 5x minus 13. So I'm going to plug that in now instead of y here. So as you can see, this fella I have here, y, I'm going to plug him in here now, and so plugging in 5x minus 13 in there. So now, squaring this out, continuing on for a second here, squaring this out. So, x squared, so we're going to square the first, maybe I shouldn't have wrote down that plus there, we don't know what's going to happen, well, we kind of do, to be honest. So, 5x to be squared, 5 by 5 is 25, x by x is x squared. Square the next. Minus 13 to be squared is minus minus is plus. 13 by 13 is 169. And the hardest bit here, 2 times the first times the last, 2 times 5x times minus 13. So 2 times 5x is 10x, times minus 13 is equal to minus 130x. Is equal to 13. Tidying this up a bit. 26x squared minus 130x, and now I'm going to take away 13 from the right hand side, and I'm going to take away 13 from the left hand side, and I'm going to get left with plus 156. And I bet there's a highest common factor between all 3 parts here. I bet there's a highest common factor between the 26, the 130 and the 56. Divide by 26, we'll get x squared. Divide by 26, I think we get minus 5, and divide by 26, I bet we get 6. I bet, man, here, I think that works out, does it? So now we factorize this, check for highest common factor, no, we're going to end up with the 2 x's at the start. What's the factor pairing of 6 here? 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Combination, one of these must add or subtract to give us minus 5, and must multiply to multiply to give us plus 6. So I'm looking at, it has to be the minus 2, minus 3. You can check the other one if you want. So that'll give us the middle, and multiplying them together, minus 2 by minus 3 will give us plus 6. The other one won't, right? You check that in your own time. So that's the middle fella, and they're basically, there's our answers. Minus 2 by minus 3. Remember now, both of these being multiplied together gives us an answer of 0. So one of them, or both of them, must be equal to 0. So what value of x makes this 0 here? And 2 minus 2 makes it 0. So x is equal to 2. Similarly over here, what value of x makes this 0? X is equal to 3. Right, so we've got our values for x. We've now got our, so found x. Now we have to find our corresponding values for y. Nearly done. So just go back to my original equation. Y is equal to 5x minus 13. I've already manipulated to find out what y is. So we're going to sub in here x equals 2, and we're going to sub in x equals 3. So doing that, we're going to get y is equal to 5 times whatever x is minus 13. X is 2. Get your calculator there and you get minus 3. Over here we get y is equal to 5 times whatever x is minus 13. X is 3 in this one. So that's going to be 50 minus 13 is 2. And last but not least, your coordinate pairings. Remember, x before y. When x is 2, y is minus 3. And when x is 3, y is 2. and there is where the circle and the line intersect, I don't know, something like that, at those 2 points.